You then do 3 years there, 2 championships, would have been 3 had you not got hurt.
Easily.
But in my opinion, after year 2, you were over it. You were done with it, and you were on to the next thing. But we had the opportunity to three-peat. And in my mind, what brought you back to Golden State for year 3 was just the opportunity to three-peat, but it didn't feel right for you no more. Am I right, wrong?
That's interesting because a lot of people, that's just a talk around me the last few years, and I get what people are saying because before I got to Golden State, I was just happy-go-lucky, like just bright-eyed to the experience, not knowing what was ahead. By the first year, I knew exactly what we needed to do in order for us to win every night. I knew what my role was to the T. Teams before, I didn't quite know what my role was every night. Did I have to be the scorer? Did I have to be the facilitator? Did I have to get other guys involved? Did I have to make threes? I knew exactly what my role was, and I locked on it with so much focus and determination to not fuck around every day. And you've seen it. From workouts to practices, shoot-arounds, film, I was super locked in, and it made people on the outside look at me like, hold on, is he enjoying this? When I dive into something like that, with that level of focus, I don't want to be anywhere else in life. That's the most enjoyable experience I ever had after that first one. If that was the case, I wouldn't have played 78 games that year. I would have just waited to the end of the season and tried to play in the playoffs. I played every game. I went hard every day. I cared about every matchup, no matter who was on the floor. Just my look didn't feel as like energetic or opening as it was before. And I like that. I like that I was closed off and focused on my work. I just maybe should have communicated that with more people who were interested in knowing what I was going through, but I had the most fun locking in and completing the task. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew we was gonna win every night. And it's rare to get to that point as an NBA player, knowing you're gonna win every night. So I just try to focus in and stay in the moment more than anything.
And for my own personal sanity, because I've been getting my ass kicked ever since you left. So just for my own personal sanity, how much did our argument against the Clippers drive you to ultimately lead the Warriors?
It wasn't an argument, it was the way that everybody, Steve Kerr act like it didn't happen, Bob Myers and tried to just discipline you and think that that would put the mask over everything. I really felt like that was such a big situation for us as a group. The first time we went through something like that, we had to get that shit all out. I remember watching The Last Dance, and when Scotty didn't go into the game, the whole team in the locker room said, Scotty, that was fucked up that you did that. We needed that. We just needed to throw all of that shit out on the table and say, yo, Dre, K, like, that was fucked up that we even had to go through that. Let's just wipe our hands with that and go finish the task. I don't think we did that and we tried to dance around it. I just didn't like how all of that, just the vibe between all of that, it just made shit weird to me. And I'd rather us be who we say we are, family first. Communication is key. Like, we didn't show that, and that's what rubbed me the wrong way more than anything.
When we landed back from LA, I sat Hazel was sitting in the car for an hour and 45 minutes. They pulled me in that room at Signature for an hour and 45 minutes, and they tried to tell me, you need to apologize. And I told them, I'll talk to Kay, but y'all aren't going to tell me what I need to say. And, you know, they went on for an hour and 45 minutes saying a bunch of bullshit. And ultimately, they realized, all right, we're not getting through to him. We're gonna try again in the morning. And so we met the next morning, and they said, all right, you slept on it, you ready to apologize. And I told them right then and there, I said, y'all about to fuck this up. I said, the only person that can make this right is me and Kay. And there's nothing that y'all can do, and y'all are going to fuck this up. And in my opinion, they fucked it up.
I think so too.
And they told me right then and there, like, we're going to suspend you for this game. I laughed in their face, literally laughed in their face. And Bob said to me, he said, wow, that was not the reaction I was looking for or expecting. And I said, well, either I'm gonna laugh in your face or I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out. So you pick, I'm gonna choose laugh. So I think what you're doing is funny, and so I'm gonna laugh. And so it's interesting to hear you say essentially the same thing that I told them that day.
So as the rumors get bigger and bigger that the Golden State Warriors are going to try to make a push to reunite with Kevin Durant, maybe we are starting to see that the reason why they haven't made this trade is that Kevin Durant doesn't even want to rejoin with the Golden State Warriors. As we all know, when players get traded, they tend to have an actual say where they want to be traded to, and it may seem that the Golden State Warriors may be interested in KD, but KD may not be interested back. Here's what he had to say when he actually left the first time about what it was like playing with the Golden State Warriors.
Because I don't recall the answer to this question. Did that play a role in you leaving Golden State?
A little bit, yeah, for sure.
You want to expand on that at all?
Yeah, I mean, your teammate talked to you that way, you think about it a bit, but you know, we talked. Like I said, we talked about it, but definitely, for sure, I'm not gonna lie about it.
Katie, why do you ultimately decide to leave? I
just felt like I needed a switch. I felt like a lot of stuff in Golden State had reared its head, and I felt like that was just going to be the end no matter what, especially for that group. Sean Livingston was retiring, Andre Iguodala was getting older. Our contracts were going to stifle the team and put us in the hole to get other players. So I was just like, you know, it was time for all of us to kind of separate.
So you've been criticized a lot, including by Stephen A. at first, and also I've talked about a lot the fact that once you joined Golden State, that team is a juggernaut. That team was a 73-win team without you. They didn't need KD to be invincible, a lesser player than you. They still would have been invincible. With you, it gets ridiculous. So the 2 championships and the MVPs and everything, yeah, but how could they lose? Was going to Brooklyn at all related to that? Like, let me go somewhere to show what I can do to a team that doesn't have championship aspirations.
No. I told you what my name was and who I am before. You know, you've seen what I've done. I don't have to prove to you that I can win the way you want me to.
What about you? What about yourself? Prove to yourself.
My job is to perfect my craft. That's what I do every single day, with or without championships.
But isn't your part of your craft, it's not a one-on-one sport, it's a team sport. Isn't part of your craft at your level when you're being compared to LeBron James and Larry Bird and the best who ever played the position and game, etc., isn't part of it leading a group of guys to be more than the sum of their parts?
I've been playing this game my whole life. I've mastered the team game. I've been in every situation, so I got a lot of experience. So no matter what's thrown at me at this point from all angles, from a leadership standpoint, just a player from a defensive standpoint, offensive standpoint, I know how to do everything.
Can I get in here real quick? I had one question, because we talked about this a lot on this show. I was convinced you were going to the Knicks. You chose the Nets. Obviously, any team would have wanted you. Why did you choose Brooklyn when you had all the other suitors?
Well, I just think I was going to the Knicks.
Why?
That's what I said.
Nobody said anything to me. It was just a pure gut feeling. I think I was hoping you were going to Knicks, to be honest with you. I'm just happy we got you on the East Coast.
Rub it in.
I'm just saying,
You got rub it in.
You made the right choice.
Did you even consider the Knicks, KD?
I mean, I talked about this plenty of times, you know.
I need to hear it again, though.
I think, you know, the Nets was a team that I've been kind of looking at for the last few years, just as an up-and-coming franchise, and to have an opportunity to be a free agent when they were at this point of, you know, seeing some growth within the franchise. I thought it was a great opportunity to combine and partner.
So there you have it. Could this be the single reason why Kevin Durant hasn't come back in a Golden State Warriors uniform yet? As we all know, it does make complete sense to see KD back in a Warriors uniform. They have a shot at an NBA championship, and because of that, I think it would be a perfect pick. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace.